Hey guys, my name is Ashley Seymour. Today we'll be doing an intermediate flow. Our focus is astavakrasana, which is also called 8-limb pose. It's an arm balance, so we'll be working on building arm strength, core, flexibility, and again, it's not about doing it, it's just about trying new things. So I just hope you have fun with it. And if you like it, pair this with a cool down, a warm up, leave comments on what you like, what you don't like. You can leave requests on any videos you want to see. But I look forward to hearing from you. Let's get started. So come to your feet at the top of the mat. Allow your legs to open towards the sides of the mat and just hinge to the hips to fold forward. So you're more at a wider leg, forward fold, and just sinking deep just to wake up the hamstrings if you didn't warm up first. Hold on to opposite biceps and just drape your body down towards the earth. Begin to connect to your ujjayi breath, so breathing into the nose, constricting the base of the throat and filling the belly up with air. And as you exhale out again, using the ujjayi breath, releasing the air from the belly. So listening to your deep breath, every exhale, try to sink a little bit deeper into yourself. So centering yourself in, place your hands either down to the ground, and if they don't touch, you can always use blocks or whatever props you want, and knock your feet more towards like a foot away from each side of your mat. And then from there, slowly again, folding forward. Maybe your hands can touch the ground. If your hands can touch the ground, traction your hands towards your face to help press your torso closer towards your legs. Maybe you'd like to take your 2 peace fingers around your big toe and bend the elbows to draw yourself closer. Or another option is to place your hands behind you and try to drag your body between the legs. Slowly lift yourself back on up. Take your right hand to the outside of your left shin and sweep the left arm up overhead, moving into a gentle twist. So press your right hand into your left shin to help open, spiral yourself open towards the sky. And releasing out of it, other side. Place the left hand onto the outer right shin, and as you inhale, open yourself out towards the sky, reaching the fingertips towards the ceiling, wherever, but try to stack the shoulders on top of each other, opening yourself up. And then release back down to the ground. Slowly walk your feet back together and folding over the legs in Uttanasana, forward fold. And your next inhale, sweeping the arms up towards the sky, gazing up. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Place your arms down by your side, standing in Tadasana mountain pose. Your big toe mounts are together, heels are slightly apart. Lift your toes so you're on the pads of your feet. Think of lifting the kneecaps by engaging the quadriceps and tuck the tailbone under. Knit the front ribs together, but soar your heart towards the sky. As you inhale, roll the shoulders up towards the ears, and exhale, rock them back and down. Tuck the chin in slightly and feel as though the energy is reaching from the pads of your feet, through your legs, your spine, and up through the crown of your head. I like to close my eyes here to center in, to find your ujjayi breath. Connect to your intention for this practice, your purpose for being here, your purpose for flowing, breathing, and connecting. And as you're ready, inhale again, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge through the hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, again, sinking over the legs. Inhale, step the right foot back, low lunge. Glide left knee over left ankle, lower back knee down, uncurl the toes. As you inhale, so you keep the groin pressed deeply down towards earth. And as you inhale, you lengthen both sides of the waist. Exhale, press through both the feet. Keep your groin where it is, but just lift the heart up and down. Inhale, lower the hands down to the ground. Curl the back toes under. Shift the hips back on the exhale to Ardha Hanumanasana, half split pose. You either sit back into your heels or allow your hips to be in line with the knee. So as you inhale, you lengthen the spine. Exhale, sinking over the leg. So again, just warming up the hamstrings here. This goes really deep into the left hamstring. And so you can either stay here or pressing through your hands, lift the left foot up and try to come into a full Hanumanasana. Now you can have the blocks underneath your hands here if you need. And I like to scoot my back leg back using the support of my toes to get deeper into the split pose. You can also use a block underneath your left leg. Some of my students would do that. That's how I learned it from them, if that helps you. So wherever you are, inhale, lengthen the heart, and exhale, peel yourself forward. Okay, next inhale, slowly rolling yourself back up. Curl the toes under, using your core, and try to lift your leg back up to the Ardha Hanumanasana. Let the left foot down to the ground as you roll your left knee over left ankle. And as you exhale, extend both legs to Ekapada Uttanasana. Back heel shifts down at an angle. The front heel is in line, the instep of the back foot, hips are level. So that means you draw the left hip back, the right hip comes forward. Place blocks underneath your hands if you need. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, drape yourself forward. So your legs don't go anywhere. The only thing moving is your torso, but you're using your breath to go deeper over the leg. Okay. Inhale, come back into a low lunge and step back to a plank pose. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Wrap the shoulder blades into the armpits. Press through the fingertips, spread the fingers wide, allowing the heels to press towards the earth, tucking the tailbone under just slightly, lifting the hips towards the sky. As you inhale, roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift back up, plank. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Inhale, roll forward, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, plank pose. Exhale, press back, downward dog. If the chaturanga is too much, you don't have to do it. Just roll to plank and downward dog. Inhale, roll forward, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, back, downward dog. Last one. Inhale, roll forward, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, plank. Exhale, back, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up toward the sky. As you exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Glide the right knee over ankle, lower back knee down, uncurl the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up toward the sky. Exhale, press through both your feet to lift the heart up and arch back. Inhale, lower the hands down to the ground. Step the right foot towards the right side of your mat. And then press the groin deeply forward. If you need to, place the block underneath your left hand. Extend the right arm straight out in front, thumb facing the ceiling. Rotate the thumb behind, the hand behind, as the thumb still faces the ceiling. So the more you press your groin forward, the easier it'll be to pick up your back foot, so you're not completely on the kneecap. Hold on to the pinky toe side of your back foot and press the foot into your hand to help open up your heart. Coming back forward, magnetize the knee towards your ribs, and you can get rid of the block if you want or stay using it. Reverse your grip so your hands are on the top of your foot. Draw the heel towards your butt and bend the elbow to help stretch out your quadricep. So you're really pressing your hips down towards earth. Good. Releasing out of it, curl the back toes under, lift the knee and sweep the right arm up toward the sky. Come to Parvita Pasukhanasana. 2. Reaching through the fingertips, stacking the shoulders on top of each other. Good. And then come onto the pinky toe sides of both your feet. So you come onto the heel of the front foot. And then you come onto the pinky toe side so that your toes face the right side of your mat. And then you'll notice that you're going to pivot also onto the whole pinky toe side of the left foot. From there, step into a side plank pose, placing the right foot on top of the left, or the right foot will come in front of the left. Draw your left shoulder down your back to use support. Good. Inhale, come back, plank pose. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Alright, next exhale, bend the knees, gaze between the thumbs, and float to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Have a slight micro bend in your knees. Exhale, fold it over the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky, gazing up. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to the hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, releasing over the legs. Inhale, step the left foot back into a low lunge. Glide the right knee over an ankle, lower back knee down, uncurl the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, press to both the feet, lift the heart, arch back. Inhale, lower the hands down to the ground, curl the back toes under, exhale, shift back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Either stay here or allow your hips to be over the knee, stepping the right foot forward. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, breathe deep into the belly. And exhale, ripple yourself forward. Either hold here or place blocks underneath your hands or keep your hands on the ground to lift the right leg up using your core and step the right foot forward. And then again, I like to lift my back leg off to scoot it behind. So you want to make sure your hips are level here, meaning that your left hip draws forward. You're in the center line of your back thigh, knee and shin, and if you need to, place a block underneath your thigh, or 2, however much you need. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Try to flex your right foot, so drawing the toes towards the body to stretch out the back the hamstring even more. As you're ready, slowly roll yourself back on up. Curl the back toes under. Engaging your core, slowly roll back up into that Ardha Hanumanasana. Plant the right foot back down towards the ground, almost like you're moving into Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. But then keeping the back toes curled under, extend both the legs to Ekapada Uttanasana. So your feet need to be about 3 or 3.5 feet apart. Again, you can use blocks underneath your hands here. Make sure your arms are underneath your shoulders. As you inhale, breathe deep into the belly. So again, you can come onto the tall side, but try to keep the legs straight. Exhale, releasing over the legs. And one more time, Ujjayi breath. Inhale, open yourself to the moment. Exhale, surrendering, letting go of any negativity. Okay. Inhale, come back to a low lunge. So, right knee stacked over the right ankle. You have to step the left foot back. Okay. Inhale, step back, plank pose. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Let me get back on my mat. So, here comes the arms again. Again, you can just roll into plank and then hold here and press back to downward dog if you want. Or you can exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, lift back up, plank. Exhale, press back, downward dog. If you feel this in your lower back, it means your core is not able to support you. So just hold the plank pose. You don't want to hurt yourself. So inhale, roll forward plank. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, lift up plank. Exhale, press back, downward dog. 2 more times. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up plank. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Last time, you can do it. Inhale, roll forward plank. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, lift up plank. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Good. Inhale the left leg up toward the sky. So hips are level, toes are facing down towards the ground. You exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Okay. Glide left knee over left ankle, lower back knee down, anchor the toes. Groin stays low. Inhale, sweep the arms up toward the sky. Exhale, press into both your feet, lift the heart and arch back. Inhale, lower the hands down to the ground. Place a block underneath your hand if you need, or keep your hand on the ground. As you inhale, extend the arm straight on front, thumb faces the ceiling. Exhale, rotate the arm behind. Hold on to the pinky toe side of the back foot. And you might notice that your left leg wings out towards the side a little bit, and that's okay. Again, you can stay with the block or not use the block at all. Press the foot into the hand to help open up the heart. This is a chest opener. You want to think of lifting the heart towards the sky. Coming out of it, magnetize the left thigh towards the ribs, reverse the grip, so placing your hand to the top of the foot. Draw the heel close towards the butt as you bend the elbow. And maybe here you come up to the forearm. Go a little bit deeper. Releasing out of it, plant the right hand underneath the shoulder. Lift the back knee off as you curl the back toes under. So in a low lunge position. And then you want to sweep the left arm up to Parvita, Parsvakonasana, revolved side angle pose. And draw the left thigh towards your waist. Stack the shoulders on top of each other, reach the fingertips, lift the back knee up. Whole body is activated. So move into the side plank pose. Lift the left toes off, and then you come onto the pinky toe side. You just shift the hips back, and your left toes will face towards the left side of your mat. And then you pivot onto the pinky toe side of the back foot. From here, stack the left foot, either in front of the right or on top of the right. Draw the right shoulder blade down your back. Inhale, come back, plank pose. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, upward facing. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, roll forward plank. Exhale, lower the knees, anchor the toes. And sit back to a child's pose. So in child's pose, you're surrendering and connecting back to your breath. Soften the forehead to the earth. Steady your heartbeat. As you inhale, lift up to a tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees. Spread the fingers wide. Curling the toes under as you inhale. Dip the belly down towards the mat. Roll the shoulders back, gaze up toward the sky. Exhale, press to the tops of the feet, belly bend to spine. Separate the shoulder blades, chin to the chest, cow pose. Inhale, dip down to cow. Exhale, Ujjayi breath to cat. Inhale, dip down to cow. And exhale, press to cat. Good. Last time, inhale, dip down to cow. Traction the hands towards the body. Work the shoulders towards the butt. Exhale, press to cow. Inhale, come back to neutral position. Curl the toes under. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. So you're going to be in a shorter downward dog than normal because we just came from a cat and cow. And then try to gaze between the thumbs and lower the forearms down to the ground for a dolphin pose. Good. Then from here, either walk the hands forward or step your feet forward, whichever keeps you on your mat. And then, so you're in a forearm plank. Separate the feet a little bit wide and the hips distance apart. As you exhale, rotate over to the right side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right, working with the obliques. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. In center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Hold here. Rotate over to the right. And try to lift your left arm up towards the sky. Go into a forearm side plank. Now you don't have to do this, but maybe test the waters. Maybe you fall. It's okay. Okay. Lower the left forearm down to the ground. Come into forearm plank. As you exhale, rotate to the left. Same thing. Lift the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, lower the right arm down to the ground. As you inhale, step the feet forward, coming into dolphin pose. So this really helps with strengthening the shoulders. It also adds to flexibility in your hamstrings. On your next exhale, try to press through the hands at the same time, lifting the elbows off into downward dog. On your next exhale, bend the knees, gaze between the thumbs, and float to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, folding over the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Okay. So coming back to your breath, maybe closing the eyes, putting a little pressure into both your palms. Lifting up through your kneecaps, lifting your toes. Coming back to the steadiness of your breath, your purpose for this practice, and bringing in positivity, letting go of the negativity. And just allowing the practice to really move you. So instead of using your mind to move, allow the breath to have a mind of its own. So as you inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hinge to the hips, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees and try to float back to chaturanga. Or inhale, step back to plank, and exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Again, chaturanga, inhale, lift up, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Stepping the feet together. As you inhale, lift the right leg up toward the sky, opening up the hips. Bend the right knee. And as you inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. So you draw the heel closer towards the butt. Shoulders stay level. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, roll through plank to the right knee, to the right armpit. Inhale, lift up three-legged. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose. Inhale, lift up three-legged downward dog. Exhale, draw the knee to the left armpit. Inhale, lift up three-legged downward dog. As you exhale, draw the knee to the ground, right underneath the hip. Right foot rotates behind you towards the right side of the mat. Now you want to pivot onto the bottom of the back foot and sweep the left arm up overhead. So it's almost like a side plank pose, but your right knee is on the ground. Exhale, release down to the ground. Come to the ball of the back foot. Inhale, lift up, three-legged downward dog. As you exhale, draw the right knee to the right thumb. Come into pigeon pose. Lower the back thigh, knee, and shin down as you inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, drape yourself forward into pigeon pose. So make sure the right knee is an extension of the right hip. If you want to go deeper, allow the right ankle to be in line with the right knee. If you want to go deeper, thread the needle, placing the hands underneath the shoulders. Thread the needle by taking the left arm underneath the right, and you'll come onto the left shoulder. Use the left hand as a pillow for support for your head. The right hand will press into the earth to stack your shoulders on top of each other. And again, if you want to go even deeper, you lift the right arm up, draw the right arm behind, and maybe hold on to the right foot. Good. Releasing out of it, placing the hands down to the ground, curl the back toes under. Inhale, step back, three-legged plank. Exhale, lower down, three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky, open up the hips, bend the right knee, and try to step the right foot behind you. You can either hold here, or we're going to come into a wild thing. So you step the right foot behind. You want to open up the hips, open up the shoulders. Use the strength of your left arm and left leg to move you slow into the pose. Place the pad of the right foot down to the ground. Then as you lift the heart, you open up the shoulders and drape the right arm behind. To come out of it, lift the right arm straight up toward the sky and come through a side plank pose, placing the right foot on top of the left. Good. Inhale, come back plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Other side, stepping the feet together. So inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky, opening up the hips, flexing the foot. Exhale, bend the foot, drawing the heel towards the butt. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Reaching to the heel. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. As you exhale, roll through plank to the left knee to the left armpit. Inhale, lift up three-legged different dog. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose. Inhale, lift up three-legged. Exhale, engaging your core. Draw the knee to the right armpit. Inhale, lift up three-legged down dog. Exhale, draw the knee to the left thumb. Come into pigeon pose. Throw the back knee down. Anchor the toes from the center line of the thigh, knee and shin. Left knee is an extension of your hip. Inhale, and again, I should have said this on the other side, but if you need support, place a block underneath your left hip, however it suits you. So, inhale, breathe deep into the belly. Exhale, draw yourself forward. So again, this is a pose of surrender. Whatever tension you're feeling, breathe into it. Allow yourself to let go. Using this space to move deeper within your breath, letting go of the thoughts and the mind. Allowing the breath to guide you so that you just become liquid instead of hardened layer of stress. So as you're ready, slowly roll yourself back up to go deeper. You can stay where you are, but if you want to go deeper, place the right arm underneath the left hand. And you'll come onto the right shoulder, and then place your right hand underneath your right ear. Left hand presses into the earth to stack the shoulders on top of each other, opening yourself up. If you want to go even deeper than that, lift the left arm up and then draw the hand behind your torso, holding on to the left ankle, heel, foot, wherever. Releasing out of it, place the hands underneath the shoulders, curl the back toes under, inhale, step back to three-legged plank. Exhale, lower down, three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, upward facing dog, lowering left leg back down to the ground. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Feet are still stepped together. Inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the knee. So same thing here. Now think of opening the hips. Now you notice you're going to pivot onto the pinky toe side of that back foot. As you open up the hips, eventually your left fingertips lift off the mat. Stepping the left foot behind you, lift the heart. Roll the shoulders back, draping your arm behind you. To come out of it, lift the left arm up. Stack the shoulders on top of each other, then step the left foot on top of the right. Inhale, come back, plank pose. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, upward facing. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, drop the left knee down to the ground. Step the left foot behind you, pivot to the bottom of the back foot, and sweep the right arm up over it, opening up the whole right side of your waist. Good. Exhale, lower down to the ground. Inhale, come back, downward facing dog. Very nice. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze between the thumbs, and float to the top of the mat. As you inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, releasing over the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Okay, place your arms down by your side and slowly come to your seat. We're going to move into astavakrasana, 8-limb pose. All right, so again, this is a really challenging pose, but just give it a try, because if you never try it, you'll never get it. So you just have to keep working at it, baby steps. So first step is prep for it, and we kind of move into a compass pose to really get the flexibility of the leg and the arm onto the leg onto the arm. So place the right foot to the left inner elbow and the right inner elbow around the knee. You want to cradle your leg like a baby. You can also use your hands if you need, but you want to think of lifting the heart and trying to draw the ankle in line with the knee. Next step, right hand comes into calf, thumb faces the body. Left hand comes onto the foot. Rock the foot forward and try to draw the leg on top of the shoulder as possible. Your right hip does lift off. There's some clearing space here. And then lower the right arm down to the ground. Left hand comes to the top of the foot. So this is compass pose, and this just helps to stretch out the leg before we move into astavakrasana. So you lift the leg up, try to press your heart forward, and this takes a lot of work, so it's okay if you don't have it. Wherever you are, the key is to try to get the leg as on top of the arm as possible. So if it slipped down a little bit, use your right hand to lift it back up. Now for astavakrasana, hands are underneath the shoulders. So right hand goes down to the ground, elbow is bent. That's going to catch your leg. Squeeze the leg into the arm. The left hand comes to the outside of the left leg, underneath the shoulders. Now you cross the left foot on top of the right. Flex the feet so that they're hooked together. And then lean forward, lift the butt up, bend the elbows. From there, extend the legs to the side. Think of shifting your heart forward and your butt out towards the side. Try to put pressure into your left hand, not just your right. And to come out of it, try to lift up, inside parting. That's a lot. It's a lot on the wrist as well. Other side. Place your right hand, your inner elbow around your left foot, inner elbow around the knee. And rock it, just cradling it like a baby, opening up the hips, lifting the heart. Place the left hand underneath your left calf, right hand comes to the foot. Swoop the leg forward and then try to swing it onto your shoulder like a backpack, I guess. Once it's up there, place the left hand down to the ground. Right hand comes to the top of the left foot. Extend the left foot up. Same thing, pressing your heart forward. Now every side is going to be so different. Wherever you are, breathe. Lowering the foot back down. So if it isn't so high up on the arm, try to lift it back up. The left hand comes down to the ground. Bend the left elbow so the left leg can hook onto your arm. Right hand comes underneath the right shoulder. Right foot crosses on top of left. Flex the feet. First, you have to lean forward. Then you have to lift the butt off. If you're just here, that's cool. Next, to extend the legs to the side, squeeze into your arms, and then lean the heart forward. And slowly lift back on up. That's my weak side. Okay, so practice that. Do this video over and over to really get working on that. But like I said, it's not about getting it the first try, but it's just about coming back to it and trying. So we're just going to end with a few stretches. Janu Shirshasana. Place the left hand behind, right hand to the outside of the knee. As you inhale, breathe deep into the belly. Exhale, press gaze to the shoulder behind you. As you inhale, sweep the left arm up overhead. Lengthen up the whole left side of your waist. Okay. Slowly roll yourself back on up. Extend the left leg, bring the right leg into knee. Right hand behind, left hand comes outside of the knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, press gaze to the shoulder behind you. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press. Sweeping the right arm up overhead. Lengthen the whole right side of your waist. Good. And slowly lift yourself back on up. Send your legs straight out in front of you for Paschimottanasana, intense west stretch. So come to the tips of the sitting bones. Literally remove any legs flesh out of the way. And as you inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge the hips, fold forward. Roll the arms down to the ground, shins, ankles, toes, wherever. I like to place my hands on the ground because I can traction my body forward. Or I like to place opposite hands to opposite sides of the feet, and then you can bend the elbows, draping yourself forward. Slowly roll yourself on up and lower down to the ground. Just for a quick warm up on the core to end. I know we worked on it a lot throughout the flow, but just the last beating of the heart, really. So press your lower back into the ground, pressing the big toe mounts together, heels are slightly apart. As you exhale, just release the legs down towards the ground. Inhale, slowly lift them back up. Exhale, lower. So just lower as low as your lower back is on the ground. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale it. Exhale, lower. Inhale it. Exhale, lower the right knee and extend the left. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, switch. Left knee comes in. Inhale it. Exhale, switch. Inhale it. Exhale, switch. Inhale it. Exhale, switch. Inhale it. Exhale, switch. Hold here. Every time you exhale, bring the opposite knee to the chest. So when you're transitioning, it's the inhale. Either hold here, keeping your lower back on the ground, or try to draw the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. Good, and release. Walking the feet towards the side of the mat, just knock the knees together, palms facing up, just close your eyes, and release. centering yourself in, relaxing, letting go. Gently bring the knees together, put your hands around the knees. Using momentum, slowly going up to a seated position. And you're good to go. I hope you enjoyed. Again, leave comments. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Thank you.